So let's talk about the educational system. Yeah, I think this is the biggest scam of all times. Like they talk about the school scam, this spectrum ka scam, this scam, that scam. But I think the way education has been imparted to us, I think that is the biggest scam. They just इतना टाइम आपकी जिंदगी का लेके they just even they don't teach you even the basics. Like, I know social skills are very important, and just being with other children and all of that is very important, but what I feel is that जो आपकी real knowledge and a lot of practical knowledge that you'll require to survive or to thrive in today's scenario, they don't impart all of that. And now AI and a lot of technology is improving, and new technologies are being developed. So it's going to be a lot of jobs are going to be get replaced by the AI. तो जो आपका ये training system है and the way the educational system is, and we're not doing anything. I'm pretty sure if I'll go back to my school, it would be pretty the same system. वही board है and the teacher is teaching, students are not interested, it's very boring, and फिर आपका exam आता है and you start studying for it, and you get all of that pain, all of that negative energy. ठीक है, you associate studying schools with exams, and उस वजह से क्या होता है, I see a lot of people, they forget about learning, like when they pass out of college, or जो भी what the level of education that people dread. I just remember कि some of my friends जब exams खत्म होते थे, they used to burn books कि भाई इतना. So that is the kind of जो हम लोगों का एक pattern what schools have built is that exams is equal to pain, and pain is equal to reading. तो हम लोगों को the schools have failed to develop जो किताबों का प्यार होना चाहिए ना. You need to love books, so there's so much to learn from books. And while I say that mentorship, like if you want to run a marathon, be with someone who's won marathons, or if you want to do good in business, just be with an entrepreneur or be with a businessman who has achieved something. So you're going to pull all that energy. So that is the best way. But then books से आपको you'll get knowledge. Say you want to know about any person, you want to know about Sam Walton, or you want to know about Mahatma Gandhi, or you want to know about P.R. Ambedkar, or lot of people. It is not possible for you. Like, I want to be with Richard Branson, he's not gonna tell me, okay, come and stay with me. So that's not possible, but I can always read his book. ठीक है, Sam Walton, he wrote his book, जो इसने है उसकी biography, he wrote it on his deathbed. So he is giving you all the knowledge he has acquired to build Walmart. So वो जो होता है ना, जो आई थिंक जो करिकुलम है पहले तो इट इज़ वेरी 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 बैकवर्ड. ठीक है, एंड इतनी सारी एडवांसमेंट हो रही है, टेक्नोलॉजी इज़ कमिंग, सो दैट इज़ नॉट गेटिंग अडॉप्ट. सो वही पुराना सिस्टम है. यू नीड टू make education interesting, you need to generate fun, and you need to know this concept called hypotransient frontality. So how do you induce this flow state in students, and how can you include more experiences, and how can you make them fall in love with nature, and how can you make them kind and empathetic, and how can you make them joyful and have emotional stability and learn how to handle your emotions. These are the things that you actually need in life. How to make money, भाई कोई तो कोर्स ही नहीं था, कभी सिखाया नहीं, मनी के बारे में तो बात ही नहीं होती थी. Then your communication, how do you communicate, then how do you make contacts, and how do you market, or how do you sell, accounting. the skills that you actually need in life वो तो कभी सिखाए नहीं थे. I'll see एक criteria होता था someone who'll get good marks. He's like I think वो consider किया जाता है he's the role model. But when they actually come on the street, like if they'll start something, a business or whatever, on ground जो होता है ना, it's like you have to deal with humans and you have to deal with people from different backgrounds. एक तो that how do you develop rapport with people, how do you deal with different types of people with different beliefs. So I think a lot of things जो नहीं सिखाएगा and experiences, like अब लोग बोलते हैं people have so much mental issues now, like all of this is coming up because technology आ रही है and it can be a boon or a bane. And definitely जो मैं देख रहा हूँ with what's happening with social media, so you get these immediate dopamine hits and people are getting so distracted. So already जो हम लोगों का educational system था, already people had very small attention span. Now it's going to get reduced. So how is the educational system going to deal with it? Anyways, they don't do anything. So it's imagine यार 20 साल 21 साल someone studies and someone comes out of college and उनमें वो skills ही नहीं है. They don't get any skills, they don't have life skills, they don't have any skills. And यहाँ से आपका job market it's going to come down because technology is coming and lot of jobs are going to get replaced by robots. यहाँ से आपकी वही same educational ये हो रहा है, the same without skills, people are coming out of colleges and there are no jobs now. So what do you have a huge group of a mass of people who have no skills and जिनको आपने इस तरह से train कर दिया है ना, now they are not even okay with doing normal jobs. Normal say manual work, they are unskilled, but once someone's graduated they'll say कि no, they are skilled labor, but honestly they're not skilled. ठीक है, तो how do you change that? I think we need to focus on this. एक किताब है this The Rise of Superman and he talks about a state called flow. So what is flow? तो flow एक ऐसा state है जहाँ पे आपका time का perception, space का perception and a lot of things जो आपका ego build up होता है, so that you just forget about all of that and you get so focused on something that that you just do ultimate things. So the need of the hour is, I think we need to develop an educational system जहाँ पे बच्चे are induced into this flow state to learn. And वो कैसे होगा? We need to include more experiences. In this book he talks about a lot of adventure sports, so there needs to be some risk, and like if you're on a snowboard or you're on a ski, you'll put all your attention, you can't think about anything else because you're going to die. So that is good for like this understanding this state is very important for athletes, but it can, like, imagine if we could apply the same principle on in education or in government institutions or in corporations. तो लोग क्या होते हैं, people are very distracted. 80-90% so I think they never taste this flow. So a major part of your life is your work. So if people are not interested, they're never going to get into this flow zone. तो इस flow zone में क्या होता है, your productivity goes over the roof and you overperform, and जो आपकी learning capabilities है, they amp up to 5x. So 5x is 500%. So that means you just go for a job on Monday and that's it, you're done for the week. You've done so much work as you can complete in 5 days. So that is the power of flow. So we need to definitely see how we can include these flow experiences in education. So हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, and even this AI coming now with technology, I see these children I've tried interacting with local children here, and उनको 2+2 क्या होता है, they don't know it, they don't know A B C से क्या होता है, but they know how to do a video call, they know how to switch off the phone and वो swap करना, and this is front camera, इससे selfie लेते हैं, this is this app, and I was really surprised by that. So one thing is that we just keep them away from all this technology. That is also a good approach, and people used to do it, and it will give you peace. But then times are changing. You can't just say no, technology is bad. You need to adopt it also. You need to adopt it in such a manner that you're able to improve your skills, you're able to improve your life, you're going to learn new skills. But आपको अपने खुद भी आपको बचाना है. There these corporations, all these social media platforms, they want your attention. So attention is their money. So that is how they make money, and they have so many engineers and they have so many scientists just to get you hooked to this. So आप लोगों को, everyone gets that small dopamine hits, and that's how they just put you in a circle. Then if you're too attached to your phone, you can't just think about anything else. So you're very distracted. So ये flow का भी this concept is that you get so concentrated on something that you focus on it all the while and you forget everything else. So how do you induce all of that? We need to just inculcate more of experiences. तो हमें स्कूल में जो education थी, I remember we used to dread those classes. और एक चीज़ होती थी, like sports class होती थी, and उसमें everyone used to be so happy. So why, I mean, जो बच्चे होते हैं, they need to spend time outside, and you just kill their creativity. And obviously it's just not to I think schools they're not built to make good thinkers or good innovators or good scientists. They're just trained to be good workers, and ab aage jaake they're going to be no work also. So we need to adapt, and only those species they survive and they thrive who adapt. So adaptation is so important. We need to definitely change our educational system. We need to impart real life, जो चीज़ें आपको लाइफ में चाहिए ना, जिंदा रहने के लिए, पैसा कमाने के लिए, हेल्दी रहने के लिए. You need to know things, you need to know how to build connections. वैसे ही you need to balance things. यार हम लोगों को पूरे 21 साल सब बचपन से सुना आते हैं, पढ़ो अच्छा होगा, फिर then you'll get a good job, then you get a good job, then you don't have any life. You work 12 hours on a laptop, and then you go back, and then you sleep, and you repeat it for like, I don't know, 40 years. ये कौन सी जिंदगी है भाई? Then पैसा फिर बोलेंगे पैसा बचा लो, then retirement में खर्चा ना, you're old. Then even if you have a lot of money, then what are you going to do with all of that? You don't have the energy. So your peak is, say, from 20 to 50, that is your, I don't know, peak भी कहेंगे, but that is like your life का एक major part. So your work, you need to find things जो किसी का, the skill जो है किसी में. We have genes also play a very important role, and rather than working on your weaknesses, I believe अगर आपके पास already you have something, you are interested in a particular thing, and you've realized it, why not build something on that? ठीक है, आपको that's something that you do with love, like that comes from your heart. आप सुबह उठ के ना, you're excited, and a lot of people, you see people working in companies, they're like, भाई अब vacation क्या आएगी? But आपका काम ऐसा होना चाहिए ना, you put in all your heart, and like you love to do what you're doing. That should be the goal of any institution, कोई भी education institution. Or life is not just about studying. yes, we need to love education, we need to love learning, and you need to be a lifetime learner. ऐसा नहीं है कि स्कूल से निकल के कॉलेज से भाई अब नहीं पढ़ना है, किताबें नहीं चलानी है. There is so much knowledge and there's so much to learn from books. And पहली चीज़ तो भाई स्कूल वालों को करना, how to love books. They need to teach all of this and how this is actually important, how why education is important to live a good life. That is, our brain needs knowledge, and once you start knowing things, life becomes so interesting, you know. So kaise and how can you just make something that is a life that is just gives you joy, and you actually do some work that is good for yourself, and you create you create a social impact also. That gives you a lot of happiness. If you're doing something for you need money. There's a lot of researches that you need money. Obviously you need to first have your basic needs covered. Aapka, you need to have food, shelter. All of these are your basic needs. Agar ye nahi hai, you can't think about creativity, or you can't think about doing art, or you can't think about all other things. So you need to have money, right, to have it. But after a certain level, it's not going to get you happiness. So how do you have these mental frameworks? They never taught us all this in school. Ki, while you're going through a bad time, how do you have a mental framework that you go through that time? और बहुत सारी चीज़ें नहीं सिखाई यार स्कूल में. एंड ना तो experiences they didn't teach us. I mean, even though they used to take us camping and all of that, but हमें भाई वो राबी खारीफ, they used to tell us okay ये क्रॉप है. Why didn't they actually हम लोगों के 20 सालों में कभी हमें actually ये किया? एंड वर्क इन द फार्म्स, हेल्प द फार्मर. कोई काम कर रहा है ना, बच्चों को क्यों नहीं सिखाओगे आप कि just to connect with the soil or connect with the plants and know कि भाई plants कैसे उगते हैं यार. Once you see these things, no, you just dig the soil and you sow the seeds, and फिर जब वो उगता है ना, you just build some connection with that food. And उसी से like the next problem that we're going to face is your environment. There's going to be so much, because we have done so much bad. I was just reading it कि just last 50 years में इतनी डिफॉरेस्टेशन हुई है. दैट इज़ नॉट हैपन्ड इन द एंटायर सिविलाइजेशन. अभी तक के जितने भी ह्यूमंस आए ना, दे हैवंट कट सो मेनी ट्रीज जो लास्ट 50 ईयर्स में कट गए. सो एनवायरमेंटल डिग्रेडेशन, एंड नाउ द नेचर इज गोइंग टू कम बैक. तो until and unless people just have this love for nature and you just actually a part of the nature, you're never going to love it. I feel so bad. Abhi kabhi I get these groups, and especially these people like who've shifted to Dubai and unke bacche aa jate hain. Yaar, they're not able to walk a kilometer. So what are you doing to the human race? Ye kaun si life hai? And happiness is, I'm not saying that happiness you need to strive every time for happiness. Everything, like whether it's happiness or sadness, it's going to pass. The time's gonna pass, but you need to have something to look forward to. कुछ वो उम्मीद होनी चाहिए यार, कुछ करना है, ओके ऐसे करना है. And then when you're shown things, एक you need to, oh my god, वहाँ पे एक there's a very beautiful animal there. So that's what I'm telling you. These are the experiences. You want the children to be present. Say I'm here and there's so much snow here. Like, so see, it's so beautiful. ये बचपन से यार, it's your, like, you need to have these experiences. Just going out in the nature and sitting here. उसके बदले like the पढ़ो. Why not padho? I'm gonna, like, at the school I'm starting, I'll show your padho in we'll just finish that in 1 or 2 hours, and you're going to have fun and stay outside and know about fruits and know about things what happen in business, know a little bit of accounting, the skills that you actually need to learn. और जितना वो आपको पढ़ाते हैं ना, you just can just reduce that time so much. And there are so many techniques. This is essentially, I think, memorization. किसी को अगर memory techniques आएगी ना, I swear, अगर मैं जब छोटा था ना, even though I've got very good grades, I was like always I've scored 95, 96, 98% उस टाइप का I was a position holder. But then I'm telling you I've studied during exams, and अगर मुझे किसी ने ये टेक्निक सिखाई होती ना, so we have a very good spatial memory. So आपका घर से ले लो, and you can close your eyes and you can just go in your घर and you can see, okay, यहाँ पे sofa है, you make some story that something happened on this sofa, and then you moved on to the next object. ऐसे we have a very good spatial memory. It was very essential पुराने ज़माने में, अगर कि आपको पता होना चाहिए था आप हो कहाँ, पेड़ों के सामने हो कहाँ पे, कोई भी जानवर आ सकता था. So over ऐसे साल, like over time we have got a very good spatial memory. So it's very important for us because it's a matter of survival. So you link the things you want to remember with things and places. So there's nothing called a good memory or a bad memory. It is just organized and an unorganized memory. तो कभी भी आपको जाओ उस घर में चले जाओ उस, so you'll have so many mind palaces in your brain already. You would have gone to your school, you would have gone to your Nanihal, you would have gone to any public office, cousin के यहाँ कहीं पे भी. So you already have those things in your mind, and I'm gonna definitely teach you. If you come here, it will be more experiential, that how do you do it. And once you've learned this technique, then you're a master in exams, and you can crack any exam. And life's not just about memorization, life is about learning a lot of things. And I like to read a lot of books, and बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि एक कौन सी book है. There is no one book, otherwise all the rich men and all the business owners and all the entrepreneurs and CEOs, they won't have been reading so much. So one trait you'll see that is common in all top achiever is that they love to learn. So never forget learning is a continuous thing. Have fun in your life, have good social relationships, have a lot of experiences, sit in the snow and make a video, whatever your heart desire, may you get all of that. I'll just show you where I am. Isn't it beautiful? है ना? तो वही we're going to learn, and we're going to spend a lot of time in nature, and we're going to do a lot of stuff. We're going to learn how to start businesses, and we're going to go and meet the local people. Learn जैसे पुराने ज़माने में होता था ना, बुड्ढों के पास जाके, and they used to tell stories, ऐसा होता है, ऐसा होता है. Let's start that culture again. Let's be more social, and overall we'll see ऐसे पूरी सोसाइटी में, like there's a thing called ripple effect. आप कुछ अच्छा करोगे ना, it's going to spread. Say if I'm here and I have some people working with me, and if I do something good, they're going to feel good, and they're going to repeat the same with their family से ऐसे गाँव में, ऐसे गाँव से society, and that's how nations, happy nations and sad nations are born. So at least if you can't do good, stop the bad. Maybe be that person who acts that person who to break the chain. Agar it happens a lot of things, we're surrounded by negativity, and maybe just be that person who absorbs it a little and just not reflect in on others. Let's be kind to animals, and let's be kind with other people, old people and young people. Let's love more and be happy. All the best.